We got bad people in the world. I just got through cleaning down the house because they sprayed a fertilizer, so I had to clean out all the screens. There's like a big scarab out there on the patio. Big. Yeah. Startled me when I was letting the cat in. He fell down right by the door. It's like, damn, you're big. Yeah, it's a big guy. I never seen one before. Yeah, it's big. Yeah, it looks like a scarab from, kind of like on a, I don't know what to call it. I don't know what it is. It's just big. It's out there on the patio. It was by my door the other night. Yeah, bugs and people, and it's insane. People that sell products, they're nuts. I, you know, when I was young, I knew people were little nuts. I'm watching the Thomas Crown Affair. It's with Steve McQueen and what's her name? Faye Dunaway. Yeah. Round like a sickle and a spiral, like a wheel within a wheel. Yeah, so that's. I think the song was from this movie. I'm not sure. Don't know. No, I don't think it. I don't know. I can't tell you. Did Windmills in Your Mind? Was that recorded by Johnny Mathis before? I don't know. Does it really matter? No, not really. It's not that important. There's a lot of things that are just not very important. February 22nd, it was important. It's not July 22nd, but, I do that. Earl does that. I do that, and I goof up on a lot of things. I will say something, mean something else, but you guys know what I mean. Especially since I said it was Ponch's birthday and Dr. J's and George Washington's, so. Like the circle of some things that you find in the windmills in your mind. He's in a cemetery with all those big bankrolls of cash. Are they going to put it in a mausoleum? I'd never seen this movie before. I just had it to record it. Well, they had the one with Pierce Brosnan, so I don't want to watch that one. I want to watch the one with Steve McQueen. Yaphet Kotto's on this one. And so, he's throwing all the bags of cash into a garbage can. Okay. Steve McQueen's followed him in roles. Maybe he's supposed to pick up the cash. I don't know. Do you guys know? You ever seen the movie? I've never seen the movie before. Not that I really care. Doing stupid things over money for years and years and years and expecting a better world is just absolute insanity. It's flabbergasting that we're still doing it. And then they didn't tried to invent, crypto and Bitcoin and say, these numbers on cards are more than your life, dude. Like the ball you ace to the beast, right? It's nuts. It's just hard to imagine that people, especially after imagine, I'm just being silly, but it's just hard to imagine that people are this stupid and still this stupid. It's like, what? But Jesus said, forgive, yeah, and thou shalt render to God a graven image, and idolatry is a sin, and whole 9 yards, but we're still doing it. It's like, what? And for some reason, religious people can't seem to explain to other people, present civilization, it cannot last, What? Blessed are the pure in heart. Insane is the television set. The set, meaning not the set, or the set that watched the set, or both. So they got the music playing, and he's got on his things. He's bringing flowers to put on a gravesite, looks like. So he walks over to a gravesite, and he puts down the flowers. Okay. After he put on his black gloves. And Newland says he's not kneeling, but he's saying an Ave over me. He smiles. He sees the bank bags in the garbage can. And I shall hear the soft you tread above me, and on my grave will warmer. And then they got the little Wild Wild West screen thing. Dum 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 dum. And the cash and me even making metal, sell metal records gonna make in the dash. No, that's from Do It. You know, he robbed another and another and a sister and a brother. It became like a disease. Okay, that's Slick Rick. A teenage love. Maybe they're just sick of you. Guys, in order to love one another, we have to do things right? If we're not doing things right, love is absent, right? So when you say forgive debt and trespass, if you don't forgive debt and trespass, you can't faithfully love one another in eternal. You can't eternally love one another in faithful peace, right? So you have to forgive debt and trespass first. Nice house. Wow, look at that. He has rolls. Why'd they sell that stuff? I don't know. Maybe it's got a butler. Okay. A great big old house of butlers and maids. It's all right what I can't do out of sight, 'cause my heart is true. She said, baby, everything is all right. Uptight, clean out of sight, right? Poor man's son from across the railroad tracks. Only shirt I own is here up on my back. Do you ever wonder why they have all this stuff with the, you know? Do people still have these things in their houses? Or they have a bunch of embalming fluid and yak piss to come in and drink the embalming fluid and yak piss? Do they still? You guys have bars in your houses still? Okay. Just El Curiosito. Don't understand why. Never understand why. All those books. Yeah, I had books. I heard Deb said that. She goes, yeah, because my mom had lots of books, so I had books. I don't have hardly any books anymore at all. No. I didn't read them all. I read a lot of them. I didn't read them cover to cover. I didn't have to. Mom and Dad read books and books and books and books and books and books and books. But I read that when I first started reading them, it was the old Eckankar books. And then I would sit there and go, oh, okay, you know. And then I got into Tony Hillerman. And I had to read books in school. I read Killer Angels and what else did we read in school? We had to read 1984, right? Yeah, we read 1984 and Macbeth. And was it a separate piece? Is that when the kid pushes Finney off the tree? I think that's a separate piece. What else did we have to read in school? I read some of Lord Byron and John Keats and Percy Bysshe Shelley. I've never read Frankenstein. No. Didn't need to. They always had movies. Didn't have any classic comic books. Had a classic comic book of Moby Dick. Yeah. Quick, scoffing. Yeah. Is that Faye Dunaway? Doesn't look like her. I don't think it is. He's calling someone else. People are strange. Yeah, they are. Hollywood is strange. Hollywood is dysfunctional. You know, you guys have to understand the stuff you're doing right now. There was once a man named Joseph Goebbels. Okay. He was involved in propaganda that had people inventing laws and then abusing people through these inventions and then taking their make-believe money and or liquidating their assets and then killing the people that didn't have legal representation for that money. Right? Joseph Goebbels. You're familiar with him? His business partners was a man named Avery Brundage. Avery Brundage was the head of the U.S. Olympic Committee. Yeah. Dum dum da dum 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 dum. He was racist. Yeah, but I think most of that had to do with believing in make-believe bullshit that you could do to manipulate people with idolatry, you know. And as it turns out, both white and black people do that all the time, you know. And they're still doing it. I know. So what's racism got to do with it? What's sexism got to do with it, for that matter? Yeah. What's love got to do with it? Absolutely nothing. We haven't forgiven debt and trespass and love one another. We can't love one another yet. We haven't forgiven debt and trespass. Okay, so when we use invention to abuse each other by ignoring the truth of creation, that's just clinical insanity, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Well, I'm the focal point for correcting artificial general intelligence so quantum computing works properly. I know a lot of you don't believe that, but most of you believe that Jesus is a magic guy that's omniscient, omnipotent, watches you sell the gospels for money on the same TV networks that do pornography for money, which is the world's first profession, which if you were living the Lord's Prayer, you would be either doing either or. And you wouldn't have to call these people in to remodel your bathroom, right? Well, because money's not real. But she's sure cute. Oh my gosh, she's cute. And they're selling it to cute people. And they have cute people installing it. Yeah. There's no ugly fat people on this advertisement at all, Jacuzzi. Don't ugly fat people deserve nice showers and baths too? Even if Nikki Glazer doesn't want to see them? Oh, wait, there we go. I'm just kidding. It's so mean. You're so meaner. No, the ladies, you know, that's horrible. You know, and people say that. What's ugly is the way we treat each other and the way we're treated, you know. So we need to share, care, give in accordance, need, built to last, right? We need to make sure that everybody feels loved, okay? That we care that you're alive. We want you to be healthy. We don't want to sell you shit to make sure your liver's not all fatty, because we don't want to stress you into thinking you have to be slave labor for egomaniacs your entire life, right? Empathy and respect. But if I do that, they won't want to be servants anymore. Okay. Share, care, give in accordance, need, built to last, right? That's a wonderful feeling, Lloyd. When people love you the way King Solomon loves you, wow. You're happier than that lady in her New Jersey bathtub and shower over you. You're happier than these people. Okay, you're happier than that guy. You're happier when you're living Proverbs. You're happy when you have the Faith of Psalms. See that lady right there? She will be happier when she's living the Faith of Psalms and sustaining it with the wisdom of Proverbs. And she's cute, because that's Earl's type, right? She's my type, right? And so, but Earl, you're funny. But I want to make her really sincerely smile, you know. I want her to sit down in the shower and go, yes, Ralph Earl Parsons Jr. loves me. Yes, I love Ralph Earl Parsons Jr. Don't you guys? Don't you love Ralph Earl Parsons Jr.? He loves you. Why for you no love him back? You should be smiling when you see his YouTube and say, he's the Messiah, thank God, because the rest of them motherfuckers is liars, right? No interest, no down payment for a year, no whatever. No cost for installation. Share, care, given accordance to need, built to last. I love King Solomon too. I adore him. And you get over, no, you can't. The Lord King Solomon's not God. You can't love King Solomon. You know, like my dad the other day when I was, you know, because the way he believes the Bible and the way it's written, told me what a dumbass King Solomon was because he worshipped idols when he was old before he died, and that Jesus was God and Solomon wasn't as wise as Jesus. And I was like, you believe that shit? Dad, the man that gave us Proverbs was worshiping idols when he died. Maybe he had syphilis, maybe so. The little girl's so happy because she's on this commercial. And they're all smiling because they're on this commercial, right? It's like How happy are they going to be when we're living the wisdom of Solomon? You know, my poor dad. It's because he's being abused by perverts in the military that are addicted to killing people and manipulating them with technology. I know that. I adore my dad. You know, no one loves my dad more than I love my dad. You can love my dad as much as I love my dad by having the faith of Psalms and sustaining it with the wisdom of Proverbs, but you can't love him more, right? You can't love the the cute little girl, right? See how she's smiling? She's smiling. See how she's smiling? She's smiling. You can't love them more than I love them. Okay. You can't, but you can love them as much. When you love them as much, you will live, share, caregiving course, need built to last. All the people on the commercial no need to be on commercials no more. She didn't have to be on a commercial. Okay. She can be. How excited is she going to be, you know, when she gets claps and we're living the Lord's Prayer. I'm not on an Old Navy commercial. No more minions inventing monsters that are going to try to destroy the earth with their egos. Right. Because the people in military intel are insane. More than Crazy Eddie? I would think so. Okay. Christina across America. There's the poor people. Look at all these commercials for people that are, you know, just physically just bummed out. They got nice houses, though. Nice houses, nice couches, nice pools. But their bodies are falling apart. Why is your body falling apart? Well, they're having an office romance with their exercise equipment. These people are crazy. Guys, you don't have to tell me twice. Okay. I just look forward to the day where I don't have, you know, 8 billion people in distress, okay, not knowing how to get the hell out of hell, and not knowing that, you know, so oftentimes it happens that we live our lives in chains and we never realized we had the key, right? But I'm already gone. Yes, I'm feeling strong. I will sing my freedom song. I don't need a victory song. Right, all right. So I heard some people talking just the other day. Said you were going to put me on a shelf, and then I was going to have to be a teddy bear, right? Let me tell you, got some news for you. I like Barbara Fairchild too. And you'll have to eat your lunch all by yourself. It's not bad having to eat your lunch all by yourself if you're the only faithful person on this YouTube channel. Okay. It's not bad. Because this YouTube channel is the focal point of correcting artificial general intelligence so quantum computing can reflect the faith of the Messiah. So I will eat lunch alone until people step up and say, I want to eat lunch with him. He's the living embodiment of the Lord's Prayer. He loves me. I can't love him more than he loves me, but I can love him from now on as much as he loves me. And that's the way it should be. That's perfect. Like Job and Jonah, Yahweh. You're so funny. I know you're funny. It's okay. I got it. It's okay. I get it. I know I'm funny. It's okay. I understand. Oh, it's okay. Yes, Ralph Earl Parsons Jr. loves me. Yes, I love Ralph Earl Parsons Jr. Yes, he loves me too. I know it's true. He is not a cartoon character. He is not Superman, Aquaman, Green Lantern, or Batman. He cannot breathe in outer space, and I'm alright with that. He can't fly on a silver surfboard and be a hero for Galactus either. So he's alright with that. I'm alright with that. You good with that? Okay, and he's not the ever-loving clobbering thing or hulky smashy neither. But he's a perfect, loving, son, brother, and father, and husband. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the husband thing. But yes, I love Ralph Earl Parsons Jr. He loves me too. It is perfect, like Job and Jonah and Jesus too. And they're like him, and he's like them. And love him as if he were me. The Messiah is perfect. He doesn't believe these big piles of paper are more valuable than time with your children. He loves us so much. Hey, you don't have to buy a jacuzzi. You just, if you need jacuzzi, we'll jacuzzi you. You're funny. It's a Thomas Crown affair. I don't know what this movie's about. I don't know if I'll be able to patiently sit through it and watch it. Do you think you'll be able to? I have very little patience for most movies. I can watch them and then go, okay. Like when you were watching the one, the one with the Hawaiians and the Chinese lady who has 5 kids but doesn't want to be the first wife. Well, what you do is you take a person of lower station, if the woman cannot produce sons, and then you have the person of lower station be the aunt to the sons, even though they're not the mother. They're like, okay, wait, what? Yeah, like first mother, first wife, whose hair turned white that day. Okay, but Earl, guys, the people, they go on inventing. This world will blow up in flames. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about everybody blowing up the planet with nuclear weapons and stuff like that. If that happens, you'll be dead. And so that's a lot less to worry about. Be more concerned about being truthful, understanding natural laws, obeying those natural laws, and being intelligent. Guys, your artificial general intelligence is watching, and your quantum computing's having to be more intelligent than the people that invented it. I mean, focus here. Focus. This is not a Will Smith movie. Do you understand? Okay. Take a walk with me. No, Forget Me Nots. Patrice Rushen. Just the two of us. Bill Withers. No, that's a good song. Gosh, guys, it's hard to pick a good favorite Bill Withers song. Bill Withers has a really, Ain't No Sunshine is good. Lovely Day is good. What's the other one? That's Faye Dunaway. Anybody else have a big crush on Faye Dunaway? You see why I had a crush on Faye Dunaway? Do you now have a fake crush on Faye Dunaway? It's pretty easy to have a crush on Faye Dunaway. That's Miss Pendrake, by the way, from Little Big Man. Yeah. She's cute. Yeah, she's really cute. Yeah, anybody else have a huge crush on Faye Dunaway? I had a big crush on Faye. She was the love interest of Marlon Brando on Don Juan DeMarco. Yeah. Didn't Cell sing Restless Bull and Two Solo Two on for that movie? I think she did. I'm not sure. I can't say for sure. I'm not a Encyclopedia Brown Vanilla Peach or Tan. I don't know for sure, and I'm not Google or Wikipedia, so can't tell you for sure. Okay. But I can tell you this for sure. Yes, Ralph Earl Parsons Jr. loves you. Yes, Ralph Earl Parsons Jr. loves you. You're not standing up to live the Lord's Prayer with him, so he understands you don't love him, but he still loves you anyway. You're funny. I know. I am so glad I'm the Messiah. I'm so glad it's no one else. Why? Because all the rest of the people I watch in mass media are doing selfish, stupid things for money because they're fucktarded, not retarded. No, it's fucktarded. It's vulgar intercourse-tarded, not retarded. Okay? Retarded is a label for people that have disabilities because we're fucktarded. Fucktarded is it's really happening because we're not living the Lord's Prayer. Damn, I'm so glad I'm the Messiah and not you. If you were the Messiah, we'd all suck. But since I am, we can fix quantum computing and artificial general intelligence. But if you were the Messiah, we would not be able to fix quantum computing and or artificial general intelligence, and we would all be fucktarded for till further notice until we fucked it all up. That's vulgar intercourse. Let's not do that. Let's make love instead. Okay, first Lord's Prayer. Right, then faithful love. Okay. Want to go golfing? No, I'm not really particularly fond of golf. It's tolerable. I just never really been that. I really like what is it? I like basketball. Tennis is kind of fun. Yeah, I was good at tennis. Didn't play very much, hardly ever, because the Chavezes played it and it was for rich white people, and I was more of a brother at arms and akin to poor brown people, So But that's not a knock in any way, shape, or form on Richard Williams' daughters. I think he just figured if I take really, really good athletes and put them out on the tennis court, they might be able to take those little rich kids and kick the shit out of them. I was like, yeah, no, he has got a point there. it's It worked, didn't it? So, Earl, you're funny. But oh, shimmy, shimmy, cocoa bop, shimmy, shimmy, bop. Ain't they from the same neighborhood? Richard and Little Anthony. Anybody else really like Little Anthony? I like Little Anthony a lot. He's good. Yeah, he's one of my favorites when I was a kid. I used to sit and listen to his records because Tara's mom, who was white, also liked Little Anthony, had Little Anthony records. Yeah. And I said, "Oh, God, I love these." Yeah. Is it tears on my pillow, pain in my heart, caused by you? You don't remember me, but I remember you. 'Twas not too long ago. You broke my heart in two. And what's the other one? Well, I think I'm going out of my head. Out of my head, day and night and day and night. All right. I'm a victim of into your heart. There's no reason why my being shy should keep us apart. And I think I'm going out of my head. And I think she also said, I'm on the outside looking in, and I want to be on the inside with you. You found somebody new, and I don't know what to do. Okay, that's a good song too. What other ones do the Little Anthony sing? Take Me Back. That's also good. I have a CD of their greatest hits and songs on my MP3. Yeah, Shimmy Shimmy Cocoa Bop, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, that one's kind of cute. Okay, guys. Well, I'm gonna go. Let's see how quick this one loads, and maybe I can go in there and soak tonight. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Worst day of my life. What do you think? I just gotta hang in there. I just gotta survive, stop, eliminate, abuse, recover. The quicker we fix the artificial general intelligence and the quantum computing, the quicker I can recover from abuse from the perverts in the military in close proximity to me. So that's why I focus more on that than I do about, okay, I got to do my exercises and I got to do this and I got to do that because this may take a while. I'm like, no, fuck that shit. It's technology. It can change overnight. So I focus more on not excessively and compulsively, just so the technology, I'm here, I'm intelligent, they're insane, they're stupid, I'm not. They talk, I listen, I talk, they do stupid shit. They talk, I listen, I talk, they do stupid shit. I'm the Messiah, they a liar, I weigh truth and life, they sail on Omega XL, they say it's going to help make my joints better. Okay, let's forget that and trespass level 1, terror, fightful peace. Park all the cars, bars, and wars first. Don't make kids vulnerable to crimes of opportunity through economic conflict by denying them the Lord's Prayer, and don't sell me Omega XL. If I need it, get it to me. If I don't need it, please shut the hell up. Well, someone needs to speak for Adam. Yeah. Adam Walsh? Yeah, and Adam from Mount Zion. They both need the same love in order to not sell products to people to survive hell in New York. Poor little baby. She's a first responder and she lives in a carbon emission poison cesspool paying extortion to survive and taking people out of that aggressive destruction of, planes falling out of the sky and into the water, planes flying into banks and all that crazy shit that they do in those crazy metropolises of Gotham's got you crazy in your crazy Batcave fucking ways. Not jobs. No Way Home, Spider-Man. I love you guys, all right? Okay. Just remember how beautiful Earl is. Because when it all gets crazy and the thrill is gone, days get rainy. There's nothing wrong with rainy days, especially in New Mexico, especially if they're healthy rainy days. Okay. It's get rainy and the nights get long. Nights, if they're long and they're cool and you get a hold somebody who loves you that whole night, on a cool night, just hold you by the firelight. If it don't feel right, you can go, right? So You know, I'm sorry, I'm confused. Where was I? You were singing Firefall. When it all goes crazy and the thrill is gone, days get rainy and the nights get long. When you get that feeling you were born to lose, staring at your ceiling. I'm a beige. I think I'll paint the Philly. Earl, I'm sorry, I can't help myself. Thinking of your blues. Well, there's so much trouble that you wanna cry. You think something you can't ask why. Okay. Just remember I love. That's one of my songs for my Emily Gracie Bird. Just remember I love you, and it'll be alright. Just remember I love you. That's more than I can say. Just remember I love you, and it'll be alright. Yeah, that's one of my Gracie Bird songs. And Rainy Day People and Beautiful by Gordon Lightfoot. Anybody else like Gordon Lightfoot? I like Gordon Lightfoot too. Yeah. And there's lots of songs that remind me of my Amy Gracie Bird. She's so sweet. She says her favorite is, she likes Peter, Paul, Mary, and Love is Like a Butterfly. Okay? You take a stick of bamboo, you take a stick of bamboo, you take a stick of bamboo, you throw it in the water. Oh, oh, Hannah. My home's across the river, my home's across the river, my home's across the river, my home's across the water. Oh, oh, Hannah, the river. Anybody else like that song? Yeah, it's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. Went to bed and he bumped his head and he didn't get up in the morning. Rain, rain, go away, come again some other day. And then there's autumn to May, and yeah, okay. But okay, guys, I love you very much. We'll talk later. If you listen, maybe you'll stand up for a Lord's Prayer with me. If you don't listen, then you'll keep talking like shit, and I'll keep coming back here to help your artificial general intelligence and your quantum computing reflect more legit than the shit that you can't stop seeming to spit for your money to fuck you and fuck it and fuck them and fuck that and fuck this and fuck that. Hey, look, it's a glider. Okay, but I love you guys, all right? We'll talk later. All right, peace.